Good evening, everybody. It's the 26th of November. It's Friday. It's HHV, the judge, in conjunction with Bet Goodwin. And I must start being such a fair man to say, Judge, you kicked my backside last week with a huge 16-1 winner, Don Levant, to take an early 2-1 lead in the tipping challenge. Well done, sir. Absolute cracker. Didn't she give it a fantastic ride?
Yeah, brilliant. She was superb on it, wasn't she?
Yeah. Magical. Well, 2-1 down. There's only one thing. I want to make it Desmond 2-2 after today. I really do. And we have two races as always. And can I just say, folks, if you use SH10 as a promo code with Bet Goodwin at the link below, you will get a free £10 match bet and lots of other fantastic bonus with the mighty Bet Goodwin. So do not miss out. May I make a suggestion that you bet £10 on one of the selections and have your freebie on the other in this tipping challenge? If you'd been doing that, you may have had 25-1, 16-1, 12-1, 4-1 winners in just 3 weeks. It's just sensational. This is the #1 tipping challenge online. It's at Holden Source's free YouTube channel. Right, I need a few breaths after that long sentence. We are going to do the 1:15 at Newbury, folks, and we're going to do the 2:05 at Newcastle. And Judge, I'm going to ask you to go first at Newbury. And what I will say is that Newbury, like everywhere, is going to get a little bit of dodgy weather overnight. So it's the 1:15. It's the Sir Peter O'Sullivan Memorial Handicap Chase. It is a Class 2 over 2 mile, 7 furlongs. And Judge, let's bring you on first. You're the reigning champ.
Thank you very much, Simon. Of the fancied ones in this race, I thought Killer Clown, first time cheap piece, is up in trip, especially now with the rain as well. Kaluki's got iffy jumping. It doesn't look the most willing either. And I've got Damn to Company. I think it might have Cheltenham in mind. So on that basis, I like Cat Course at the front end of the market, but there's no price on it really. So my bet in the race is of all the gin joints. It's around about 12-1. He's not the most consistent animal, I must confess. But this slight drop in trip, for me, is key. Because he pulled, and first time blinkers last time, he pulled frenetically and he didn't get home over 3 miles. His 2 runs round Aintree last year, over 3 mile one, he travelled like the best horse until coming to the second last, and he just weakened. For me, he's stable's in good form. And he's £2 below his last winning mark, which is a useful win around Exeter. And I think at 12-1, I'm going to go to the bar and get the gins in at the gin joint.
Excellent. Of all the gin joints, of all the tipping challenges in the world, Judge, you had to walk into mine, as they say. Right, the same race. I'm going to be very cruel to connections and people involved. I think this is an appalling renewal of this race for a Class 2. And I think on that basis that the horse at the top of the shop, Dame de Compagne, trained by Nicky Henderson, and here's the key thing, she's going to be a tricky mare to ride. He has booked John Joe O'Neill Jr., and I think that is a inspired choice to ride this mare. She's at her very best when fresh. She will not mind any cut in the ground. She's got a heavy ground win. She's got to carry 11-12, but she's earned the right for this marker 145. And I think in a very poor renewal, 7-1 is absolutely outstanding. With John Joe O'Neill Jr. in the plate, Henderson at Newbury in his backyard, I think she's going to be very tough to beat, Judge. So you stick with the gin, mate. You might be needing a drink just after 1:15. Right, that's leg 1, folks. Let's go to race 2. Let's go to Newcastle. Let's go to the biggest race, jumps race on their whole calendar. It used to be at Chepstow, but it's now at Newcastle, and it's the Rehearsal Handicap Chase, a listed event. It's a Class 1. It's over 3 miles. And Newcastle is an extremely testing track. Whatever the weather, they're going to go a good clip. You've got to jump, and that straight is going to be cruel and catch them out. And I think there is an extremely classy operator here. Well, Nutswell's a good horse, top of the shop, but Nutswell running is the key to my selection because it allows I Right off a marker of 151, course and distance winner who's been dining at the very top tables. I thought ran okay first time back, never sparkles first time up. To run off 11.5 in this company, I think it's going to take a hell of a lot of stopping, and I think 6-1 is a massive price for the classy I write number 2 for the Heather Graham yard. So that's me, Judge. What about yourself?
I really respect your selection now. I really like the horse. It's been one of the horses I've sort of like followed off a cliff last year. Just kept it being a nearly horse, didn't it?
Yeah.
6-1, yeah, not bad. But I think like you, I thought there was loads of pace in here. I thought Glenn Forcer and Dingo Dollar are going to go off like like a bat out of hell. And I think possibly with the extra rain, it's going to be really tested. I'm going to be wanting on a horse that's going to be staying on up that long running up those last 2 or 3 jumps. And I've come down to 2 olds of dodge pots, if you like, the ones that never win. But I think today might be the day. I did between Cool Mix, and I think I must have been on the drinks. But I fancy Spirit of the Games here at round 8-1. He is. It was your selection in the Paddy Power, and I've watched that race back. She's a great for a creeping jockey, Bridget Andrews. She really likes to bring her horses in slowly, and she rode a good race last weekend on a Moolah Gold. She nearly won on that.
Yes.
And the Skelton horses are in good form. But in the Paddy Power, if you watch it back, she was tailed off coming in, and she's really stayed on. She's just behind the leaders, coming up to the winning line. This step up to 3 miles is exactly what the horse wants. The run last year, once again, I'm going to come back to the run at Aintree, is a fantastic line. Out of that race, there Calypso Collonge behind it. That come out and bolted up next time out. Snow Leopardess won a really good race round Bangor. And even the horse that come last in the race, Fagan, trying to pick a pocket or two, but he only just got touched off in a veteran's chase, a really valuable one at Warwick the other day. So I'm off to the bar again for a double.
Dear, oh dear, he's going to be Oliver Twist, is that George at this rate?
Spirit of the Games.
I think you're guilty of consumption so early on a Friday, Judge. But Spirit of the Game, of course, I went like that to illuminate my betting bank that day. Nothing against the wonderful Bridget Andrews. Yes, they're going to be a likely rival, and I do think, like you, the step up in trip. So I'm going for I right. You can get 6-1. The judge is going for Spirit of the Games for the all-conquering Dan Skelton yard. That's your first leg of our challenge. Your second leg rather than your first leg. Way back at 1:15 at Newbury, where I'm going for number 1, top of the shot, with young John Joe booked, Dame de Compagne, and of course the judge. In the spirit of the day, you might say, he's going for of all the gin joints. So there you go, folks. It's week 4.
Yes,
seems like only yesterday, Judge. Week 4, the judge is 2-1 up. Now I can take this line down, or I can come back flying, and that's what I intend to do. But of course, as I say every week, get yourselves in Bet Goodwin with that SH10 code. You will not regret it. They are an outstanding firm, and the real winner so far has been you, the Holden's Horses viewer, who has backed a stack of big price winners thanks to my own humble efforts. And this man, the judge, the walking form, but one of the best judges there is. So good luck, mate. As I always say, I hope mine win, and slightly less that yours do if mine can't. But I'm sure we've got 4 more Cracker Jacks. It's going to be a fantastic day's racing, and this should only add to your excitement. So I shall see you next week, Judge. Get yourself stuck into it. You'll probably wake up Monday morning about 9:30 with a sore head and text people to say, do you know who won Saturday's race? So yes, have a great time. Cheers, everybody. And always, if you want the home of big price winners, then you have to come too.